What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another John Boat to Bass Boat build video. So in the last video I got this motor. So this is a 8 horsepower 4-stroke Mercury motor, and as you can see it sits a little low. I need this plate right here to be level with the bottom of the boat. I got a few comments saying that it probably won't be a big deal, it's not that far off, but I want to run this boat or this motor the best way I can. I want this motor to last as long as it can last, and to do that it needs to be running just right. I don't want to put any strain on it, so I'm going to go ahead and lift up this, well, the entire motor 2 inches to make this plate level with the bottom of the boat. So I went to the store, I picked up some aluminum. It's only 1/8. I wish they had thicker, but this is all they had, so I'll beef it up with some plywood. Also got a bunch of screws, some hardware for all of that, some big old bolts, all stainless steel. And today we're going to be making a transom plate slash riser for the outboard motor, so it sits just right on the 14-foot John boat. Okay, so I got the motor off. It's just laying right there looking real sad. So this is a 4-foot piece of aluminum. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down into 1-foot pieces, and I'll have 4 of those, and that will be perfect for what I want to do. I'm just gonna kind of build it. I guess I'll show y'all as I build it. Don't really have plans, just kind of have an idea in my head, and we'll figure out all the things that don't work out as we're going. So let's go ahead and mark out 1-foot pieces. We got it marked, now we can go cut these out. Okay, so I got all 4 of these pieces cut. I'm about to grind them down on the grinder, get all these edges super smooth. Hello?
Hello?
Did I call you?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry, buddy. I called you from my pocket.
Oh, it's okay.
Alright, buddy. See ya. Shout out to Gavin. I just accidentally called him. Okay, so I got all of these aluminum pieces cut, and they will get bolted together just like this. And then I will fill in this gap with some plywood, and then this will get bolted onto the transom. And that will give me the 2-inch rise I need for the motor. But while getting these cut, I accidentally called or butt dialed one of my Snapchat followers, Gavin Bryan. He also has a YouTube channel, go check him out. There is his YouTube channel. Looks like he catches some pretty big bass, so go give him a follow. But also go follow me on Snapchat, and I may just butt dial you as well. Oops, sorry Gavin, didn't mean to butt dial you. Let's go ahead and get these screwed together. Okay, so there are the 2 lovely marks that the motor left on my transom. I went ahead and measured that and came up with a 10-inch transom riser. That will leave 1.25 inches on each side of the screws right here. So I need to mark this plywood and cut out enough of this 1/2-inch plywood to fill in this gap right here. Okay, so I got those 4 pieces cut, and they fit perfectly inside this little 2x2 contraption. So there it is. Of course I have the bolts in there. I will have to cut around the bolts, but first I'm going to go ahead and glue all these 4 pieces together. Get it all square and then clamp it together and let it dry overnight, and then we'll come back out here tomorrow and continue working on this transom riser. All right, I will finish this off in the morning. All right, so it is the next day. This has been sitting overnight. We can take the clamps off. All right, so now we have a block of wood. I'm gonna go sand this down. Let's head out to the shop. Alright, so I got the plywood all cut down and sanded, and that is how it's going to look. Looks pretty clean. So now I'm going to go ahead and drill the holes. That hurt. No. All right, I think that's it. I think we're done. I thought of screw holes anyways. Okay, so now I need to go paint all of this with some oil-based paint. Get that all waterproof. I might paint all that red. That might be dope. Match the boat. We'll see. Alright, so we got it all painted, but unfortunately I have been doing this all wrong. I'm close, but not close enough. So, I've been building this with the plywood on the inside, and I was thinking about screwing this on, but I was like, how is the bolts on the motor gonna fit and not hit the transom? And then I got to thinking, I got to doing some research online, and I saw that it's not supposed to be made like this. This piece of wood is actually supposed to be on the outside of these. So that is how it's supposed to be made. Luckily I wasn't too far off, but I still need to do a few more modifications to all of this to make it right. So I need to figure that out real quick, and then we can continue with this project. Okay, so one thing I need to do is make this board right here bigger. So I'm gonna have to remake all of that. Okay, so here is the old piece of plywood I was using, and there is the new one. It is quite a bit bigger, but now we can move on with no problems. So let's get that out of the way. Let's move forward with this project. It's taking way too freaking long. But I will pick up the camera whenever this is all back to where it was, meaning all painted. So I need to drill out all the holes, do all that, paint it. But you already seen me do that on the first part, so I'm not gonna show that again. So next time you see this, it will be back to where we were. Oh hey, I'm back. Check this out. So we got this built. So I went ahead and got it refabbed, I guess you could say. So this is the new design. I still use the same pieces. I just had to change it up. Had to make it taller, as you can see there, and there. And this will sit about like that. And then that will give me the 2.5 inch rise that I need for the motor. I marked the holes. There, 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 and there. And now I get to drill into the transom. Once I get this holes drilled, I'm gonna repaint over these spots that got messed up, because that will be seen, that will not be covered. And then I need to go ahead and paint all of this as well. Alright, so there is the motor riser. That was a lot of work just for 2.5 inches, but it is what this motor needed. Now we can take all this apart, get it all painted, and then bolt it on for real, and then we're done. Alright, so I got everything painted. That is still drying, but these brackets right here are all dry. So as you can see, I got them screwed together. I also cut off the edges, rounded those off, make them safe. But these will go on something like that, and then the other piece will go on this back side. But since these are dry, I'm gonna go ahead and screw these on. So I got nuts and washers, and I will be putting marine silicone under all the washers. That way no water gets inside these holes. So there is one done. I got silicone all around these bolts, inside the bolts, inside the hole, silicone everywhere, silicone on the back side of this plate, behind the washer, and I even went ahead on this outside bolts. I just went around and covered everything in this silicone. It's pretty messy back here, just because this will be definitely around a lot more water, but I try to keep it somewhat clean on the inside because that might be seen. Maybe the deck and motor will cover it up, but there is marine grade silicone everywhere. It's even coming out on the side over here. That's okay. That hole will not get water in it, 100%. So now I just need to do this side. Alright, so there is the second bracket attached. It looks pretty cool. I kind of wish I painted the whole bolt and the nut back here and the washers, but it's okay. It will not be seen once the motor's on. I mean, not that great anyways, but looks good. We got 4 screws going through the transom. It's gonna look good, man. Real good. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and attach this back plate. The paint has dried. I'm gonna go ahead and use marine grade on here as well, just because where all these holes are, there's no paint, and if the water gets in there, it will quickly rot this wood. There she is, folks. It's still a little low, but it's better than the 2.5 inches it was. I could probably screw some more holes into this and make it adjustable. But there she is. She looks beautiful. It's finally done. This project took 3 days just because I had to basically restart, kind of. But it's on there. It looks good. The back deck still looks like a mess. But I got the gas tank in there as well. That will be in the next video. I need to go ahead and wire or run the wires to this nav light before I can push this deck back in, screw it back down, and get all that back done. But like I said, that will be in the next video. We got the motor mount on there. I'm still going to drill holes right here on both sides and actually mount this to the board as well. That way no one can steal it. And I'm also going to put a lock on these as well. But oh baby, she's done and she looks beautiful. Has that matching red and gray theme going throughout the boat. Alright, so that was the build on my transom riser or transom plate. But I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.